Hello and welcome back to the Global AI Student Conference, and we're ready to welcome our next speaker. We'll be doing a talk on data science and AI in Africa, the impact of communities. And with that, let's welcome Frank-Felix Felix to the stage. Hello, Frank. How's it going? I think you're on mute right now. We can't hear you.
Thank you very much.
We're not getting a buzzing sound. Oh, it's gone. It's back.
Again.
I think the buzzing is still going, yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, we're super glad to have you on the Global AI Student Conference, and feel free to just kick it right off with your talk.
Thank you so much. Let me see if I can share my slide.
We can't see your screen yet on our end. While we're waiting quickly for to be able to share a screen, we've got our Cloud Skills Challenge. If you want to join a challenge, learn more about AI on Microsoft Learn, you can join the link at aka.ms/learn-challenge. And in addition to our Cloud Skills Challenge, you can also earn your very own learning badger at aka.ms/gai-badger. And the learning badger is the cutest thing in the world because you get your very own NFT of a learning badger, and you can collect a whole wealth of NFTs. I personally have an AI ambassador badger, which is super cute, and so does my colleague Fortina. She has an AI ambassador, as well as many other as well. That will check back in with Frank Felix. How's it going on your end with being able to share your screen?
Thank you very much. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
So I'll start right off with the presentation. So I'll be talking about data science and artificial intelligence in Africa and the impact of communities. Um, so a little bit about me before I start the presentation. I'm Frank-Felix, a data scientist and machine learning engineer who is interested in the growth of artificial intelligence in Nigeria and Africa at large. I'm very interested in the growth of communities and how communities can impact Africa. I'm currently in my penultimate year studying computer science at the University of Benin in Nigeria, and I serve as deputy team lead for DSN AI Plus Uniben, which is a data science and artificial intelligence community in the University of Benin here in Nigeria. I'm also active with different tech communities, including the Data Community Africa, the Google Developers Club, and the Nigerian Computer Society, as well as the Microsoft Learn student community. And you can connect with me on Twitter as Frank-Felix AI and LinkedIn as Frank-Felix Felix. So let's dive right into the session. So why is this topic very important? So in this session, I will be using it to explore the state of data science and artificial intelligence in Africa and see how different communities are affected this growth. We'll also talk about how data science has impacted Africa. I'll use the opportunity to reach out to different Africans in the data science ecosystem, hence creating more awareness for the niche amongst communities. I'll also use this opportunity to reach out to the rest of the world and raise awareness for the potential of Africa and the importance of its inclusion in research and in representation. So let's get started. So in recent times, data science and artificial intelligence is growing drastically in the African communities. And this is an effect of the continuous impact of different communities within Africa. So in this session, we'll explore how the study of data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence has grown over the years, and how different communities has made efforts to improve the state of data science and artificial intelligence. So majorly in this session, I'll be talking about 5 major communities that has helped to push the data science and artificial intelligence narrative in Africa. So I'll be making reference to the Data Scientist Network, the Data Community Africa, the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadorship Community, Deep Learning in Daba, and Zindi Africa. So let's talk about Data Scientist Network. So Data Scientist Network, formerly known as Data Science Nigeria, is Sub-Saharan African leading artificial intelligence technology, committed to building artificial intelligence talents across the African ecosystem, and is committed to building solutions for governance, education, health, retail, and finance. So what are the goals of Data Scientist Network? So Data Scientist Network is committed to building and raising 1 million artificial intelligence talents in Africa. Data Scientist Network is committed to preparing Africa for the future of work while developing cutting-edge products in the emerging market. So as we proceed, as the world goes, tech is changing every day, and Data Scientist Network is committed to helping data scientists across Africa prepare for the future of work. So Data Scientist Network is also committed in building and activating digital transformation for organizations in Africa, and also committed to accelerate intelligence startups in Africa. So these are one of the wonderful things DSN, or Data Scientist Network, has planned to do in Africa. And these are some of the ways that they're trying to make impact. So let's talk about how Data Scientist Network plans to make some of this impact. So Data Scientist Network has gone ahead to set up different communities across Africa with campus communities. So one of those communities that Data Scientist Network has set up at campus communities. The African demography is majorly dominated by students, and campus communities are very, very important to ensure that the growth of data science and artificial intelligence in Africa is great. So Data Scientist Network has also set up communities in the cities to ensure that data scientists in different municipalities in Africa also grow. So we know that in data science or the tech space is majorly dominated by men, and different efforts are made by different communities to close the gap. So this is what the Data Scientist Network is doing with the community Ladies in AI. So the Data Scientist Network is trying to close that gap and ensure that data scientists who are in the ecosystem, female data scientists in the data ecosystem, get help growing in the space. So Data Scientist Network is not only committed to building students or experts. Data Scientist Network is also committed to building children and getting them excited about data science and artificial intelligence. So Data Scientist Network has communities for children and teenagers to get them excited. That's African children and African teenagers to get them excited about the opportunities in data science and artificial intelligence. Also, Data Scientist Network has gone ahead to set up communities in schools, also communities for AI professionals, communities for AI executives, and one of the important ones is the community for AI researchers. So research is a very important part of data science, and Data Scientist Network has gone ahead to set up communities to foster the growth of research in Africa and also for startups. So one of the things that Data Scientist Network is committed to doing is to improve learning within the data science ecosystem in Africa. So here are some statistics of how data science has impacted learning in Africa in 2022. So with Data Scientist Network, over 78 communities across Africa are able to get over 3 million artificial intelligence data ebooks to help data scientists in Africa scale, with over 6 hours of face-to-face free classes for data science and machine learning across Africa, and having about 708,000 YouTube views for learning content put on YouTube. With all of this, data scientists are able to help data scientists, African data scientists, scale up and learn data science better. So another of the communities of Community Africa. Data Community Africa are the host of DataFest Africa, and it was they held their first major event in October 2022. So DataFest Africa was organized by the Data Community Africa and is an annual gathering of data professionals ranging from data analysts, data scientists, data engineers, AI specialists, and ML engineers from different sub-niches in the data ecosystem. So DataFest Africa 2022, like I said, was hosted by the Data Community Africa. And the community all started from social media. So it was just a community of people interested in data science and artificial intelligence and data analytics, and decided to come together to form a community and held an event in October 2022. And this is the attendance report. You can see from this that a lot of the participants in the DataFest Africa 2022 were actually from Data Scientist Network, which shows that these committees are working together hand in hand to push the narrative of data science in Africa. We can see here that there's a lot of the gap between their male counterparts and the female counterpart in data ecosystem isn't as large, because this is the Data Community Africa made efforts to make sure that a lot of female are included in their plans to make impacts for data scientists in Africa. So we had a total of 1,772 candidates, participants, and we had about 51 speakers who came to speak. That's experts who came to speak to the participants at DataFest Africa. So these are some of the things that the Data Community Africa is doing to impact learning in Africa. So what are the things that the Data Community Africa is doing to help data scientists in Africa grow? So the community is creating an ecosystem to help data scientists to learn and to share ideas. Data Community Africa is also connecting industry experts to mentees for accelerated development. The Data Community Africa also helps with collaboration from different organizations like Propel to help participants in the data ecosystem land jobs. And the Data Community Africa is also committed to helping data scientists in Africa grow with learning. So they collaborate with different learning platforms like DataCamp for accelerated learning. So right there, let's look at another community that is helping data scientists in Africa grow. That's the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadorship community. So Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadorship community is a community for students who want to use tech to solve real-world problems with like-minded peers and establish themselves as mentors and leaders in their community to amplify their impact. So this community is majorly for students who are looking forward to use technology to solve problems and build impact. So the bedrock of the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadorship Committee is Microsoft Learn, and this is one of those one of the learning platforms you can use to learn data science and artificial intelligence in Africa. The Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadorship Community has a great community in Africa, has a lot of ambassadors from Africa. Let's look at the statistics here. This is taken from the Kaggle Survey data, and when I did an analysis, I noticed that about 65% of data scientists in Africa are students, which means that a lot of data scientists in Africa are students, and it's important that efforts are made by these different communities to help students to scale and improve the state of data science and artificial intelligence in Africa. So this is what the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadorship Community stands for. Also, from the Kaggle Survey data, we noticed that online courses have played a big role in helping data scientists start off in data science. This is because as a beginner starting out in data science, structured learning platforms such as Microsoft Learn tend to help beginners learn data science better because they are more structured and they are self-paced, which is very comfortable for beginners in data space. Like I said, one of the examples of those online courses that you can use to learn data science in Africa is the Microsoft Learn. So let's talk about Microsoft Learn. Microsoft Learn is a platform that provides resources and learning paths and modules to learn different tech skills in the ecosystem. Microsoft provided different resources such as learning paths and modules to help you scale as a student, as a professional in the ecosystem. And Microsoft Learn provides a structure for you to learn data science with over 264 modules and learning paths while exploring Microsoft technologies. Use of Learn is very easy. When you get to if you follow this link, you get to see where you can learn skills in data science and artificial intelligence. And there are few for you to pick out courses, started as beginners or intermediates or experts in the ecosystem. So go ahead to explore a lot of all these resources put together for you by Microsoft. So another community that we want to talk about here is the Zindi community. Zindi hosts the largest community of data scientists working to solve real-world present challenges using machine learning and artificial intelligence. So Zindi connects data scientists with organizations and provide a place to learn, to own your skill, to find a job. And Zindi also wants to transform the African continent and showcase African data science talents to the world. So Zindi is a data science community majorly for Africans, but different other data scientists from the world also can use Zindi, but Zindi was designed to solve problems for Africans and the African ecosystem. So there are three major ways you can scale and grow with Zindi. So with Zindi, you can study, join discussions, and participate in hackathons to help you scale in the data ecosystem in Africa. So with that feature, you can start your journey to master skills with real-world problems and get various study resources to help you scale. You can also practice, earn money, and build your reputation with Zindi. So with Zindi, you can join competitions and earn money, and at the same time build your knowledge base. So the higher you go with your ranking and how well you do with this competition and hackathons is how well your reputation will grow as a data scientist. So all of this is put out, and people can see how good you are with your data science skills. So with Zindi also, you can find a job and you can grow your professional network. So there are a lot of data scientists. There are over 40,000 data scientists on Zindi, and you can partner with them. You can find other data scientists, and you can learn, grow, and build network with Zindi, and hopefully transform the state of data science and artificial intelligence in Africa. So competitive data science is one of the best ways you can grow your skills in data science. Competitive data science is one of the best features you have on Zindi. So on Zindi, you can see a lot of competitions and hackathons you can participate in. Competitive data science gives you ways you can gain experience working with data and also benefit as well at the same time. So with Zindi, you can gain experience with real life data and see how some of the skills you have learned with data science can impact the world. So competitive data science is also a great way for Africans to accelerate their learning and at the same time gain experience. Another great feature you have for Zindi is the Zindi Ambassadorship and professionals. So a Zindi ambassador plays a critical role in creating awareness and social involvement at grassroots levels for Zindi. So being ambassador is a volunteering position, and here are some of the things that Zindi ambassadors do to impact Africa and the growth of data science in Africa. So Zindi ambassadors promote speaking and engaging. Also, data scientists on Zindi help to encourage other data scientists to join Zindi and help the state of data science in Africa and grow the community in Africa. The ambassadors on Zindi also help to run hackathons, meetups, and events, training events that support the data science community in cities and countries in Africa. Also, Zindi ambassadors helps to connect Zindi with potential partners, data sets, and commission hosts in their country and in their city. Also, Zindi ambassadors help to provide feedback and support to ensure Zindi continues to improve and better serve data scientists in Africa. So the Zindi Ambassadorship Program is open to students and professionals in the African ecosystem. So one of the communities I'm going to talk about too is Deep Learning in Daba. Deep Learning in Daba is an annual meetup for African machine learning. The annual meetup for African machine learning communities with a mission to strengthen Africa's machine learning. So in 2018, Deep Learning in Daba introduced Indaba X. So Indaba X was introduced as a way to experiment with the ways in which we can strengthen our machine learning community and to allow more people to contribute to the conversation. As Indaba X is locally organized in different locations across Africa, and it helps to develop knowledge and capacity in machine learning and artificial intelligence of individuals in countries across Africa. So one of the ways in which the Indaba, deep learning Indaba impacts Africa is with the Indaba mentorship program. So there are a lot of benefits that comes with the Indaba mentorship program, and the mentorship programs help students and connect experts to mentees and help them grow. So some of the mentorship sessions include helping students translate research ideas into experiments. The Indaba mentorship program helps students write research papers, also helps them to improve their skills in writing research proposals. It helps them to improve their skill in preparing a CV, helps them improve their skills in preparing a presentation or a poster, also helps them in applying for learning how to apply for undergraduate and postgraduate studies, helps them apply for academic or industrial job interviews, which are very important for data. Also help them prepare for academic interviews and industry interviews. Also very important, the
Hey there, Frank.
Indaba mentorship program helps
Hey there, Frank. You've got
them build.
only a couple minutes left on your presentation, just so you know.
No problem. So the Indaba mentorship program also helps them plan a career in data science. So it's probably the most important part of this portion. So in the session, you will notice that a lot of these communities are working hand in hand to ensure that the narrative of data science and artificial intelligence in Africa is pushed. So you can see how these different communities work together. Like for data scientist network, work together with the Data Committee Africa to ensure that all of these students get learning resources. The data scientist network also work with other data science communities to ensure that these participants and members in these communities get access to mentors, get access to internships, and all of those. So if you notice, a lot of these communities, or one thing that connects all of these communities together, is that they create special packages for students and to help students grow. So which means that they have students in mind, and the future of AI adoption in Africa lies in the hands of students. So what can you do as students to ensure that you scale and grow in data science? So one of the ways is to leverage communities for growth. So all of these communities that we have mentioned, Data Scientist Network, the Data Community Africa, the Indaba community, the Zindi community, and the likes of those. So leverage them for your growth. Also, you leverage social media for your growth. Put yourself out there. Let the world see what you are doing with all of these communities as you engage, and can scale up from there. Also, you have to leverage free learning resources to scale up in the data ecosystem. And one of the resources that you can leverage is the Microsoft Learn platform. So with Microsoft Learn, you can learn a lot of skills in data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Also, you should leverage competitive data science, because competitive data science is one of the ways that you can show your skills and gain experience with data science apart from getting job roles. Thank you very much. My name is Felix Frank-Felix, and welcome to a Solution Driven Africa with Artificial Intelligence. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for joining us today. So we don't have any time for questions, so we're going to our next session in a few minutes.